Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and in this video Christina is going to show you how to make this adorable little Easter egg that's holding a little carrot. So you make the cover for the egg in worsted weight yarn, and then you make the little mustache, and you make the arms and you sew those on. Then you make the carrot and the ears separate and sew those on, and then you glue on a little tiny pom-pom for the nose and then the eyes. And then, oh, there's a pom-pom in the back also. And the nice thing about this is you could slide it off the egg and fill it with jelly beans or some kind of Easter candy. So there's like at least 8 different Easter projects that we're doing, and this is one of those 8. And now Christina will take it away from here and go to a close-up camera, and she'll show you how to make this egg. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel, like and share our videos, because it really helps us out a lot. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoy this project.
Hey guys, it's Christina here from maggiescrochet.com. Today I'll be showing you how to make the bunny egg critter. That's pattern number FP143. This cute little guy. It's made with a very small amount of yarn. You'll need a decent amount of white, just a little bit of pink, a little bit of orange, a little bit of green. You'll need 2 googly eyes, a small pom-pom, a large pom-pom, and then maybe the most important part is the plastic Easter egg inside. Now, you probably want to go with a lighter color. We've used yellow here. That's also what I'll be using today. If you use a dark color, it might show through your stitches. So let's get started. I'm going to start with my white. And you'll begin by chaining 4. Oh, I'm also using a size F5 hook for this, or whatever size you need to fit your Easter egg. So after you chain 4, slip stitch in the 4th stitch from the hook. That's the very first one you did, to make a little ring. This is the top of the bunny's head. You'll then chain 3 and do 11 double crochets in the middle of the ring here. And after you've done that, we'll just join with a slip stitch to our chain 3 here, and then we'll do the next round. So I'm going to go ahead and do my 11 double crochets here in the center of the ring. After you've done your 11 double crochets, just slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 that you did. We're going to count that as a double crochet, so in that case we'd have 12. So we join and make a little circle. We're going to chain up 3 to start the next round, and the next round we'll start by double crocheting in the same stitch that we joined into. That's this kind of stretched out one right here. And then we're going to do the following pattern: 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 in the following stitch. Then 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches. So 2 double crochets here, then 1 in the next one, 2 in the next 2, so 2 here, and then 2 in the next one, and then 1. So when I'm done with this row, I should have 20 double crochets, including my chain 3 here. And then I'll join chain 3 up, and the next 4 rounds, rounds 3, 4, 5, and 6, are going to be just straight double crochets all around, and that's going to form our body. So I'm going to finish increasing on this round, and then I'll do the next 4 rounds, and I'll come back and show you round 7, which is where we make the bottom where our egg's going to go in. So after you finish round 6, you'll have this kind of like a little basket looking sort of thing. So now we've just got to finish it off, and we'll put our egg up inside, and that'll be the body of our bunny. So round 7, we're going to chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch as joining. That's this one that's kind of stretched out right here. Now the next bit, it's telling you how to do a single crochet decrease. So draw up a loop in each of the next 2 stitches, insert, pull up a loop, insert, pull up a loop, and then when we draw through all 3, we've decreased a stitch. All right, so that's a single decrease. We're going to do a single crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a single crochet decrease again. So insert hook, pull up a loop, into the next stitch, pull up a loop, and then draw a loop through all 3 of those. Okay, we'll do the 5 stitches single decrease a couple more times until we reach the end. The last 3 stitches will be single crochet stitches, and then we'll just join with a slip stitch at the beginning of our round, finish off weaving our ends, and our little egg here will just slide right up inside like that. Now I made my stitches probably a little bit tight. See how you can see the color of the egg through my stitches, so I could have either used probably a little bit thicker yarn or a little bit looser stitches, or something to get just a little bit better coverage. But you know what, this will be fine. We're adding on lots of little arms and ears and carrots and stuff, so I think this will be fine for our purposes. So I'm going to just go ahead and finish off round 7 like I talked about, and then we'll come back and we'll get this guy some ears. For the bunny's ears, you're going to start by making 5 chain stitches with your pink. Do a slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, so skip that first one, and here in the second one we'll do a little slip stitch. And then another slip stitch in each chain across. So we'll have 4 slip stitches when we reach the end. And that's it for the pink. So we can go ahead, clip this, and finish that off. So there's the inside of the ear. Take your white, start with your slip knot as always, and then in the part of your foundation chain that you didn't use, so here's our slip stitches on this side, and on this side we have the loops of our foundation chain that we didn't use. So we're going to join with the white in the first stitch right here. Maybe a little difficult to work into the chain since you've already worked into it once, but that's alright, just take your time. And we'll just go ahead and work through the unused 2 loops of the chain. That'll be fine. So join with a slip stitch. My yarn is slippery today. There we go. Alright, chain 2, and then do a half double crochet in each of the next 3 loops. So 1. Remember, half double crochet is when you go ahead and pull through all of them like that. 2, and 3. Okay. In the top of our little stitch here, we're going to do the following. Okay, we've got a couple different stitches to fit in here, so again, it might get a little tight. Just wiggle your hook right through there. We're going to start with 3 half double crochets. Chain 1, and then do 3 half double crochets as well. I'm going to kind of turn it and work into this loop right here. Then we'll do a half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. I'm just gonna go ahead and just work in the back loops. I think that'll look nice. Two, 3, 4. And then we'll join with slip stitch in the second chain of our chain 2. It's going to be a little bit of a reach, but you know, this is the end that we'll be sewing in to the top of our bunny head, so it's okay if it doesn't look exactly perfect. Alright, we're going to leave a long end on this one, so we want to have enough to sew it onto our bunny head. So there's one ear. You'll need to make a second one as well. This guy also needs some arms. So get your white back on your hook. An arm is going to start with a chain 8. You'll make 3 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. So skip the first one, here in the second chain, there's 1 single crochet, 2 and 3. In the next 5 chain stitches, we'll do just 1 single crochet each. And then in the last one, we'll do 3 single crochets again. And as we're doing this, we're going to kind of go ahead and turn the work a little bit so that we can work into the other side of our starting chain. And we'll do 5 single crochets across again. So just working those loops left from the starting chain. And 5. Then we'll just slip stitch this together, and then we can, again, you want to leave a long end for sewing in, and we can use that to sew it into the body. So again, we'll need another arm as well. All right. The last thing we need to make out of our white is the guy's little mustache. So with your white, chain 1, that's your center chain, all right? The one next to the slip knot, we're going to call that the center chain. You'll then chain 2, triple crochet into that center chain. Oops, I was trying to do just a double. So for triple, you're going to loop around twice before you insert into that center chain. Draw through 2, draw through 2, draw through 2, chain 2, and then slip stitch in that same center chain. If you need to pull on the tail end of your slip knot to keep it tight, go right ahead. And then we're going to repeat that, chain 2, triple in that center chain, chain 2, and slip stitch. Now this one, it suggests that you glue this on. If you want to glue it on, then just clip it right here. I'm going to see if I can sew it on. So I'm going to go ahead and leave a long tail. I can always cut it off later if I decide to glue it. To do that, go ahead and tug on your slip knot again, so you get that. It kind of looks like a little heart, but it's going to be a little mustache. All right, so I'm going to make another arm and another ear, and then we'll come back and start putting it together. So here's what it'll look like after you get the ears, the arms, and the little mustache sewn on. Now I just kind of whip stitch these on. If you think that, you know, there might be little hands tugging on them, or it might need to go under any undue stress, make sure they're nice and secure. For me, just a couple whip stitches do. The arms go right on the sides. I only sewed on about the back half, so I have some wiggle room with the front half to get them to hold the carrot. And of course you've got the little bunny nose right there in the center. So speaking of the carrot, that's one thing we still have left to make. With your orange yarn and the same hook, go ahead and chain 6. In the second chain from the hook, skip 1. Here's the second one. We're going to do 3 single crochets. 1, and 3. That's the top of the carrot now. In the next 2 chains, we're going to do 1 single crochet each. Slip stitch in the next chain. And then in the last chain, we're going to do slip stitch, chain 1, and then kind of turn it around and work 1 more slip stitch as our turning stitch. Alright, so then in the unused loops of our chain, we're going to do a slip stitch, single crochet in the next one, there, and then join into the first single crochet, there it is, with a slip stitch. Okay, and there's our little carrot. We can go ahead and snip this off. We'll weave it in a minute. And the last thing we have to make is the leaves on top of the carrot. So take your green yarn, whatever color green you're using, and in the top of the carrot, which remember we said was up here where we did the 3 single crochets and the 1 stitch, we'll join our green, just with a slip stitch is fine, right into the top of that carrot. Alright, and now to make the leaf, you're going to do chain 10, 4, 5, 6, and join in that same slip stitch where we joined to begin with. Alright, so that's 1 leaf. I'm going to make 1 more, and then it'll be time to put it on our little bunny. We'll also need to do the pom-poms and the eyes and all that, but let me make 1 more leaf and then we'll get to finishing off our little bunny. Now when it comes to finishing off your little bunny, you have a couple choices. You're definitely going to need a glue gun or something similar for the googly eyes and the 2 pom-poms, the tail pom-pom and the little nose pom-pom. You can choose to either hot glue on the carrot or sew it on, whichever you prefer. Personally, I prefer sewing. I just feel like it's going to hold better. I know the hot glue is not going to come off or anything like that, but we know whichever you prefer is certainly fine. You can even hot glue on the arms and the nose if you want, instead of sewing them on. So let's pretend we've done that, and magically here is our finished little bunny fella. So he's got his eyes on, he's got his pom-pom nose, he's got his pom-pom tail, and he has glued his carrot on. I guess that way he won't lose it. So I hope you found this video helpful. Again, this was the bunny egg critter, pattern number FP143, and you can find it and all the materials you need at maggiescrochet.com. Thanks for watching.
Draw up a loop, draw through 2, draw through 1. Yarn over, or if you accidentally drop it, those loops won't fall off your hook. So now I'm going to continue on skip that one, pick up this one, skip,